What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play haters face the
You guys know who Professor Dave is from YouTube? He like debunks all the flat earthers and stuff. I'm not ready yet, so the other song's gonna play. Hold on just a second. I was arguing on Twitter
about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show. You don't have the fork and balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the fork and balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen nothing.
Hey guys, we're on Kick Only tonight after we do the little intro.
Listen off, it's about to get lit.
I'm gonna cut off all the other streams. We're on Kick Only Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tonight's Sunday, so Kick Only.
Sick. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6 cents for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus.
I'm fighting with Professor Dave on Twitter currently, apparently.
Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit, swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft.
Hey, Danny, it's me.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Starving for attention, I'm gonna make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry. I can quit.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Will Bird. This is the Coldbreak Confessional. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like Professor Dave. Like, I'm actually a really big fan. Well, let me just show you. So, like, I know, like the stuff that's like Israel, Hamas, Palestine is like got a lot of people heated. But Jesus Christ, let me show you what I'm talking about. First of all, we're on Kick Only tonight. I'm getting ready to kill the other streams. If you're watching anywhere else, come to kick.com/ColdBreakConfessional. You can come join us. I'd appreciate that if you're interested. If not, I'm going to try to put this replay back up on YouTube, depending on how bad this goes. So come to kick.com/ColdBreakConfessional. And yeah, you can come join us on Kick. Facebook, gone. YouTube stays, but I got to make it private. Content. It's already unlisted. That's fine. And then Twitch. Hey, if you're on Twitch, come over to kick.com/ColdBreakConfessional. All right. So, like, I like Professor Dave. He's probably one of my favorite creators. I'll show you his content. Professor Dave on YouTube. He does a lot of like flat Earth stuff. He debates like young Earth creationalists and how he debates a bunch like Kent Hovind videos. You guys remember Kent Hovind? Like, I really like Dave, but something that I was just seeing while I was on Twitter was let me see if I can find his Twitter account. So he is very vocal. He is very vocal. Oh, it's at Dave Explains, I think. He was very vocal about this at Dave Explains, Dave Farina. About the Israel-Palestine stuff. So here's his post that he's got pinned. It says, Israel's genocide of Palestinians has awakened something in cultural consciousness. A sudden hyper-awareness of fascism is at our doorstep. A bullying rage against the facade of Western democracy. Dissenting voices are being silenced out of fear. Don't let them scream loud. So I didn't actually see his page. Like, I usually don't see stuff that he posts. So it's rare. It has to be, I don't know. However Twitter's algorithm works. But I do see a lot of his replies. So I was just reading through some stuff like Destiny. I follow Destiny and a bunch of other people, like other YouTubers, Twitch streamers, stuff like that. And like, he was replying to everything that he found. If it was pro-Israel, it looked just like the fucking Q-tards or the Trump supporters or the Trump worshipers or the flat earthers. If it was pro-Israel, it was fake news. You're a paid shill. That's propaganda. That's not true. And it was stuff that was just being released, like just being released. And if it was pro-Palestine or pro-Hamas, he didn't like me use the word pro-Hamas. If it was pro-Palestine, it was like, oh, yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. They genocide. So let's just read through some of these. So someone says, literally not true. There's a definite propaganda on both sides. RE, the art of war. Seen fake things on both sides. Not to take away from your position, but if you are scientific, just admit the truth. You are against inhumanity, and there are problems on both sides. You know it. As said, look to the root cause, i.e. the character of the individuals. Let's have a discussion about the nature of consciousness. If there are any problems in the world, then don't delay. Give up your false beliefs. It can only be for the good. Furthermore, be kind to animals also. There are atrocities related to cheese production. Again, you literally know this fact, so please uplift your bio. So this person is literally saying this is what I was trying to say. There's like propaganda on both sides. Okay, there's propaganda on both sides. There's fake stuff on both sides. There are lies. There are agendas being pushed on both sides. Then he says, it's not a war, bud. It's an ethnic cleansing, a land grab. Pay closer attention. Like, and I always thought he would be the person that would be like, oh, yeah, there's some nuance here. He is not the nuance guy with this topic, okay? So if we keep going, like, there's no nuance. Hold on. Palestine. I can never spell Palestine. You got to hold on a minute. Palestinian. We're arguing currently since he is Palestinian, but did not support Hamas. And you called him a paid shill. Now, what did I just fucking tell you, Chief? Is it? Anyways, back to his responses. So someone says, should we organize a crowdfunder to send Greta Thunberg to Gaza to lead Hamas in a climate strike? He says, should we organize the most devastating boycott of Israel's imaginable and let your economy bleed out over the next decades? Let's do that. No, I don't believe it's all flake. Not at all. I just know that there is disinformation being peddled and we pick up on it and react way faster than researching it out. This is my primary concern. Not being an inadvertent mouthpiece for it. Anyways, appreciate your time. It's all on Israel's side. It's an avalanche of propaganda only $1 billion can buy. So by this statement, there's no Hamas propaganda. There's no Palestinian propaganda. Then there's some of my tweets. One thing is stating that it will happen in the future. You don't have to be a genius to understand that there are organizations that are 100% about terrorism against Israel. Israel's land grabs and blatant abuse of Palestinians should stop, absolutely, but don't get it twisted. No, it won't. They're powerless. Israel's a nuclear superpower with the world's most powerful military backing them. There's literally zero threat. 10/7 happened because Bibi let it to manufacture consent for genocide. All radicalization is a response to Israeli imperialism. So he claims that the attack on 10/7, that Israel knew about it and they just let it happen so they could genocide Palestine. I guess I'm being more weary, but that shouldn't affect you. I admire the want to wade in and yell at them. I do it as a member of NAFO to debunk Russian disinformation on Ukraine. But by talking, I see that maybe I need to think more about all this myself. Indeed, ask yourself, who is faking airstrike wounds when 12,000 plus have been killed from airstrikes and 20,000 more wounded? We see thousands of videos of carnage and one fake. Why? Because the fake is propaganda to convince the clueless idiots it's all fake. Then there's more of my shit. There was one that was really good. Okay, so my last tweet, this guy is actually a Palestinian. This is the one I was talking about. This guy is Palestinian. And if we back all the way up to some of these, hold on, let me go back. This guy with the bird profile picture. He's been back and forth with this guy for a while. This is the guy he calls a paid shield. So John says they let 10/7 happen is a baseless conspiracy theory. They were caught off guard on a Jewish holiday. The imperialism model also isn't true. Zionism and Palestine nationalism are both indigenous post-colonial nationalisms. The imperialism was UK, Ottoman Empire, etc. Then he responds, Dave says, it's not at all. They had intel. They needed a reason for this operation. That was it. You're regurgitating their cover story. And for fuck's sake, ethnic cleansing and a land grab isn't imperialism. You're an idiot. Zionists are colonial settler imperialists. So he responds back, says, generally, incompetence is a better explanation than malice, which is true. Never attribute to incompetence or stupid, someone being stupid, what you think, or never contribute it to malice when it could just be someone being stupid or incompetent, right? The guy says, generally, incompetence is a better explanation than malice. Perhaps there was an incompetence, but I have seen no evidence of malice. Gaza will not be annexed. There will be another military occupation of Gaza. I think this is a good chance to negotiate independence. That's because you're clueless and have no idea how evil Israel is. Gaza is done. The entire infrastructure is leveled. They've bombed every single hospital, university. There's nothing. It's unbelievable by design. It's unlivable by design. They publicly announced that they will push them all out. John says, I talk to Israelis every day, and generally speaking, they do not seem to hate Palestinians or want us under their boot. We have a great chance to work towards becoming an independent, coexisting state. I also talk to Palestinians every day, and generally they respect me. Dave responds with, Israelis are brainwashed to loathe Palestinians from birth. No Palestinians think you're a sellout. No, Palestinians think you're a sellout douchebag. There is no Gaza. They've planted flags. This was the plan. Wake the fuck up. West Bank is next. It's already started. John says, as I said, I talk to Israelis every day. They're generally not evil people. The worst I've seen are a few right-wingers who want to deport us to Jordan, but this is totally unrealistic. Much more realistic is peaceful coexistence. Dave responds, they're brainwashed. There is no coexistence. Start actually responding to what I'm saying or shut the fuck up. They are clearing Gaza. They have said so publicly. You're an idiot. John says, testable prediction, Mr. Man of Science. No Israeli annexation of Gaza. No exodus of Palestinians out of Gaza. What is much more likely is reuniting Gaza under the PA, which will make peace negotiations much simpler. Dave says, yeah, good luck with that. When Israel clears it out and levels everything for beach resorts and natural gas extraction centers, what do I get? You'll apologize and change your tune. John says, me, Palestine should be a secular state, not an Islamic theocracy. Western leftists, how dare you? This is Islamophobia. Me, it's not an issue with Islam. I just don't agree with the government forcing religion on people. Western leftist. I knew you were Islamophobic. John then says, what has been leveled is parts of Gaza City, which is where Hamas is operational. Their goal is to remove Hamas from power. I won't mourn Hamas because of how they've treated Palestinians, far worse than Israel ever did. Stolen billions in aid money, started stupid wars. Dave says, their goal was to murder enough people and destroy enough infrastructure to cause a crisis bad enough that the international community must accept all Palestinians as refugees. They then extract natural gas and build real estate. That's why they created and fund Hamas for this. Like, I just don't, there's like no nuance whatsoever. There's no fucking nuance whatsoever to this. It's just anything from it. He's even responding to like every IDF post where they're like, hey, we discovered this, or we discovered this map, or we discovered this plan, or we discovered this with, it's fake. Nope. Propaganda, you pieces of shit. I wanted to see, there was one, there was one more that I wanted to grab somewhere. Oh, here it is. So Professor Dave goes into it's a genocide. So here's where he called him a paid shill. John says, doesn't seem that way. The response to my writing on this app seems to be overwhelmingly positive, and I've gone from an unknown account to having 20,000 followers, more than you, an established YouTuber, having dialogue with major historians and being published in The Atlantic. Dave responds, yeah, because you get paid by Israel to spread propaganda, and people can tell, so we shit all over you. Like, with no evidence, he's like, who's the other group of people that are constantly screaming, you're a paid shill, or fake news, or this is all propaganda, before they have any evidence, before they see any receipts, before they research it themselves, like immediately just scream fake news. So I got tired of seeing this shit. We're going to read some more. He says, you are specifically a mindless lemming who chants genocidal slogans, so that was pretty fucking ironic. Jesus wouldn't support genocide, Deborah. Get your shit straight. John says, okay, first of all, it's not genocide. It's a war started intentionally by Hamas on October 7th to remove Hamas from power, not to kill Palestinians. Everything else you said is just hand-waving and boggled-eyed conspiracy theories. Dave says, it's specifically genocide. It's not a war, and anyone who thinks it started on October 7th should be punched in the face for 10 years. John says, I've never been paid a penny by Israel. I'm an undergraduate data science student and part-time musician. My opinions are not propaganda. They are my opinions. You sound just like a flat earther talking about NASA. Dave says, not really, though, since Israel objectively pays influencers to spread propaganda, and that's what you're doing. So it's pretty simple connection to make. How long do you want to humiliate yourself here, kiddo? Like, what the fuck? So then John says, great, so now we've reached threats of violence phase of Professor Dave saying he needed to be punched in the face for 10 years. I don't think it was a threat of violence, but still, that's what he says. He says, I regret ever watching a second of your channel. Here's what an actual genocide looks like versus what Palestinians have experienced versus Israel. It sucks. We should make peace, but it's not genocide. Then Dave says, threats of violence? You support Hamas? You're a Jew hater. This is all you dumb fucks are good for. Gaza is what genocide looks like, ass fuck. A prison, dehumanization, starvation, unlivable, murder. Stop pushing your propaganda and be a human being. So the person shows some population charts, and it says world Jewish population over time. And this is obviously during the Holocaust, right? It went from 16,726,000 to 11 million. So this is during the Holocaust. And now this would be a genocide, right? And then he shows state of Palestine population, and it's just ramped up. So he's saying it's not a genocide. And the response to that is just that you're a dumb fuck. You claim I support Hamas. You're spreading, stop pushing propaganda. You need to be, like, I don't understand. I don't understand why he's not, like, all I do when I go through my homepage, as I'll be scrolling, all I see is him responding to people. That's all I end up seeing over and over again. Every time the IDF posts something, every time a pro-Israeli something another posts something, every time it's just him saying it's fake news, it's bullshit, it's, you know, it just doesn't. So like, I made a post and I was like, one of my favorite YouTubers have went fucking crazy. Let me see if I can find my post. Hold on. I said, Jesus Christ, one of my favorite YouTubers has lost his fucking mind over the Israel-Hamas conflict. He has gone so anti-Israel, he has left any thought process behind and replies to everything that is pro-Israel with a generic Israel bad, paid shill, fake news style response I'm used to seeing from the Q-tard flat earthers he used to debunk. Zero nuance from him, and I just can't believe it. It's a full 180 from that, Dave explains. I know there is propaganda, lies, and misdirection from both sides, but I never thought I would see someone I respected and admired so much jump off the deep end in these very absolute claims. He makes long before these claims he makes long before seeing any proof. I just read through a thread where a Palestinian tries to address a possible solution that is based in the reality of the situation while addressing the glaring issues on both sides. And there was Dave ready to accuse him of being paid by Israel. This is just so wild. So he responds, it's called neutralizing propaganda, chief. You should hate genocide too, just a tip. So apparently he doesn't want to be called pro-Hamas or anti-Jew or whatever. But because I'm like, hey, there's nuance on both sides, I don't hate genocide. So eventually it got down to, he's like, you want to give me counter examples? You want to argue about this? And I'm like, look, in all fairness, I'm probably not equipped to debate you on this. I don't know that much. Like, I don't know as much about it as clearly you do. I just think that there should be some nuance here, and it can't just all be Israel bad and this guy's a paid shield, right? So I even tagged Destiny in it. I was like, it would probably be much better if you had a conversation with Destiny, and he completely sidesteps that. He's like, I just told you there's no such thing as fucking pro-Hamas. So I don't know, dude. He's lost his mind. I don't know what to say. I don't know any other group on the internet that is more. I've never seen anybody besides the Q-tards and the flat earthers just scream fake news at everything. And now somebody that I actually respect is doing that. Like, I like his videos. I like his content. I like his debates. I like all of his stuff. He has a very, 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 very good series on debunking flat earthers. But every post that's made that seems to be slightly pro-Israel, it doesn't even have to be like propaganda. He doesn't believe that Hamas uses human shields. He believes that's all a fucking lie that's made up. He doesn't believe the October 7th attack was a real attack. Well, he believes it was real, but he believes that Israel knew about it in advance and did nothing about it because they needed an excuse to go genocide everybody. Like, the shit's weird. Like, is that not weird? I mean, like, maybe he'll make me look. I know the guy's smarter than me. Maybe he'll make me look like a fucking idiot, but somebody had to be like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And he responded to me, so obviously he saw it. But what the fuck is going on? Everything he calls out is just like, oh, it's just, oh, I got this for Miss Priss.
That's crazy. This shit is crazy.
While we're on the subject.
That's crazy.
The shit I see in a gas station, bro.
Good morning, America. This shit is crazy, boy.
What do you think, Miss Priss?
That's crazy. Good morning, America.
But instantly, like, obviously he's like snarky and aggressive or whatever. I understand that's how Twitter works. But there's no nuance. I wanted to see some of his responses to like IDF and shit. Like, IDF posted a picture that was supposedly like so here's Ben Shapiro. It says Hamas hides its military targets among civilians and brags about it. Israel points this out. Now, I have seen like clips and shit of supposedly, I don't know, I guess I didn't verify it firsthand, but neither have these motherfuckers. Anyways, of like Hamas talking about they have locations near schools and near hospitals and they bring people in, basically like human shields. Now, I haven't personally went out to the field and verified this is an actual Hamas representative, but neither have these motherfuckers. But Dave's like, how are you morons still pushing this idiotic talking point? So they don't use human shields. They, I just don't get it. Hamas is an Islamic theocracy. You absolutely donut. There are hundreds of references to this in their charter and in their own government materials. They are an Islamist political party and a splinter of the Muslim Brotherhood. Basic and simple facts you could Google. Palestine is an occupied territory under the control of Israel. You're pretending it's a sovereign nation because you're stupid. Wow, I thought you were a smart guy, but you're just a conspiracy theorist. My mistake. Feel free to refute anything I said, dildo. You were the one that claimed to debunk something, Dave. I was the one that acknowledged you didn't debunk anything. So like you said, what the fuck is there to debunk, Dave? Own your words. I did, though, by pointing out the insane logic. Then you started talking about being attracted to children, which I thought was super weird. Shouldn't you talk to someone about that? When you stop supporting Hamas, we'll stop acknowledging that you're supporting Hamas. Continue on with your temper tantrum, though. When you stop molesting children, I'll stop calling you a child molester. Why won't you stop? Don't you know it's wrong? Oh, so he just brought that same thing up. Dave, I have in the past enjoyed some of your videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, on this particular issue, you seem to be quite clueless. No, that would be you. That's why hundreds of people mock you every time you speak. Here's the conversation I was directly paraphrasing. And let's see what this conversation is. A lot of Western leftists are straight up Islamist sympathizers. I'm not a leftist, but of course I am supportive of Islam, just like I am supportive of all religions. That tweet is coming across a bit Islamophobic, John, because he said a lot of Western leftists are straight up Islamist sympathizers, so that's Islamophobic. Islamism is the ideology of superimposing Islamic theocracy onto a country. Nothing to do with Islam, which is normal and a peaceful religion. I'm against the theocracy. Okay, but you are all good with an ethno-state, and I suspect your last tweet was Islamophobic, but I am left in no doubt this one. I wonder, no wonder there are so many Zionists like you. You are a racist just like them. Israel isn't an ethno-state. It's a huge Arab minority population with equal rights. So, like, the way I understand it is Israel, and they have people that are Islamic or Arab that serve in the government and stuff. They have a fucking they have these people in their government. So it's technically not an ethno state, an ethno state. I don't know why I kept saying etho. It's not an ethno state. They have people of other ethnic backgrounds and other religions that serve in their government, right, in their house or whatever. Israel is an ethno state. It has a huge Arab minority population with equal rights. The situation in the West Bank is bad and unfair to Palestinians, but it is supposed to be temporary military occupation pending Palestinian independence as a separate country. So this was the conversation he was talking about. Then Dave says, well, it isn't an Islamic theocracy. That's why everyone is making fun of you. Get a clue. Like, I don't know. Israel is not committing any genocide. That is a terrorist propaganda point. The fascism at our doorstep is called Hamas. Thankfully, Israel is taking care of that for us. Islamism is the true enemy of the free world. Lie as much as you want, but we know what's up. Hey, look, a brainwashed moron. Laugh out loud, Hamas cocksucker. I hope they make Gaza a parking lot. Israel won't stop. It's glorious. I hope this tweet is used to cancel you and ruin your life for being a Nazi shit stain. Great, Chief. There's propaganda on both sides. Absolute fact. I told you before to study the root causes. I don't know who the fuck you are, and no, when genocide is being committed, the propaganda is exclusively on the side of the people trying to gaslight people into supporting it. I don't understand. There's like no nuance to this. So here's one. Our troops this is from the IDF. Our troops risk their lives to hand deliver 300 liters of fuel to Shifa Hospital for urgent medical purposes. Hamas forbade the hospital from taking it. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry has been warning for weeks that its hospitals are running out of fuel. So Israel's claiming they took fuel. They've got this combat footage of them taking fuel into a hospital to fuel their generators. Instantly, what does he say? Fake news! Who does that? Who does that? The Q-talk, like, I don't understand it. The new blood libel is that Israelis indiscriminately kill Palestinians, and so many illiterate people are willing to spread this nonsense. Along with intense assessment and review, the IDF targets only lawful military targets. Hamas turns civilian targets into military ones. So what she's saying is the blood libel used to be an old conspiracy theory that Jewish people kidnapped our kids to drink their blood. Okay? And that was the blood libel. Now she's saying is Israel genociding people or indiscriminately killing Palestinians because they don't give a fuck. They'll kill everybody is the new conspiracy theory blood libel. And Dave says, except they objectively do that and go fuck yourself. Like, I don't know. I mean, I really like Dave. And I really like his content. But what is he doing? What is he doing? There's no nuance. There's no research. There's nothing to this. Like, I would expect people to call me out if everything I disagreed with, I just instantly, it's been up for 2 seconds. Fake news, propaganda, bullshit. You're a paid shill. I saw you posted on my post, Oxy, but I didn't. Damn, I haven't even went back to look at it. I'm dumbfounded. Again, where do you get your oh so reliable information? Stop telling me I'm stupid and tell me how you got so smart about this. Hart's report and eyewitness testimonies regarding crossfire and tank shelling, and you'll ignore all of it and just keep whining like a toddler, so why bother discussing it? Woke is a national security threat. Prove I have no clue what I'm talking about. Funny, you're the one crying on here. You just can't handle being called out on your ignorance. Yes, you are a liberal der. You said, I'm supporting fascism, which means you have no clue what fascism is, and you're just a complete fucking moron that says fascism for no reason. Feel free to explain how I support fascism, you fucking dildo, or just keep whining like a little bitch. And to be fair, I'm probably not the person to debate him on this. I've watched Destiny, just the clips I've seen over the last couple of days. I watched a bunch of people's clips, but some of them are Destiny's clips. He's been studying this and hold on, I'll show you. I'll just show you some of Destiny's stuff on Israel. He's been studying and studying. He admitted on one of his streams that he isn't as well-versed in this as he should be. Yeah, it sucks, Jim. He isn't as well-versed in this as he should be. So he spent days and days and days and days and days studying all this, like doing the research on stream, right? And studying everything about this. And now people are coming to debate him. Actually, let's go to his Twitter. And now people are coming to debate him, and he's just destroying these people. And Dave often posts on Destiny shit, but when someone's like, well, debate Destiny, he just dips. He never responds to it. He never does anything. What's up, Rob P? Is Rob P here? Is he sacrificing a goat in honor of the rhino? Here's a clip. So this is from Lower in the Box. Just heads up, if you're going to say anti-Zionism isn't anti-Semitism, that's all good, but you should probably avoid suggesting like Jews praying at the Western Wall is a Zionist invention. So here's some stuff.
After rumors spread,
I know Destiny's much more well-versed in this than I'll probably ever be, just because I'm not super interested in it. But you can't instantly, everything that's posted 1 minute ago, breaking news, this is posted. Fake news. I know it. Fake news.
After rumors spread, well, actually, not rumors, they were true, that the revisionist wing of the Zionists were agitating around the Al-Aqsa compound and the Western Wall, which Jews had basically nothing to do with. Jews didn't go and pray there then. That was a Zionist invention.
Wait, how is the Second Temple a Zionist invention?
Oh, no, not the Second Temple.
By the way, he's gonna say that the Temple on the Mount or the Second Temple or whatever and the Western Wall are two different places, and Destiny doesn't know what he's talking about. They're about 40 feet away from each other.
Praying at the Western Wall is a Zionist invention. That was not something that Jews did. Okay, so when I'm Jewish and I went to Israel or Trump.
Well, when you say they didn't do it, it's because they've historically been expelled from those lands for like some 2,000 years. Right?
No, it's because it was something that was not part of Jewish tradition. Was going to the wall to pray. That is a Zionist invention. If you understand anything about Judaism, you'd know that. But I guess you're not much of a scholar of Judaism, so I'm just telling you this.
Well, so, I mean, hold on. The Temple Mount is literally like the holiest site in all of...
It is so holy, in fact. Okay, we're talking about two different places. The Western Wall and the Temple Mount are two different places.
Yeah, they're about 40 feet away from each other. They're the same fucking compound. Like, have any of you guys ever been to Israel? I haven't, but if you're Jewish, you know, as you come to age, they give you like the, basically the Western Wall. The Western Wall is the edge of the Temple Mount, right? It's the outside edge of the Temple Mount. And historically, Jews were excluded from getting to the temple. They were expelled from the lands that the temple was on. And I'm not taking sides on this. I think there should probably be like a peaceful two-state solution. But historically, they were expelled from the Temple Mount. So the closest they could get was to the Western Wall. The Wailing Wall, the Western Wall, whatever you want to call it. That's the closest they could get, was to that. So they would go there and pray because it's as close as they could get to the place they actually wanted to go. This is close to the place they actually wanted to go, which would be the Temple Mount. This isn't a Zionist invention. It's a thing. They're like 40 feet away from each other. There's like the Western Wall, then there's like a courtyard, and then there's a Temple Mount.
Okay, so when you know, oh, I'm Jewish and I went to Israel or Trump.
Well,
or
when you say they didn't do it, it's because they've historically been expelled from those lands for like some 2,000 years. Right?
No, it's because it was something that was not part of Jewish tradition, was going to the wall to pray. That is a Zionist invention. If you understand anything about Judaism, you'd know that. But
so the Temple Mount is literally a hill, and the Western Wall is literally a retaining wall for it. Like they're literally like 40 feet away from each other. I looked it up on the map and measured it. So Destiny's been going back and forth with people, but at least he's done the research. Now this guy, Dan Cohen, says, I just humiliated Destiny in his own stream so hard that he rage quit when I showed his audience the time he called for genocide of Palestinians. Watch his meltdown. Now what Destiny actually said, so I clarify this for you, in this clip that doesn't get shown here, I'll find the clip if I need to, but he says that the best would be like a peaceful two-state solution, but it doesn't seem like either side is ready for that. Instead, they're just kind of fighting each other, and neither side's ready to calm down and negotiate. So if that's going to be it, he believes that Israel probably has more of a reason to be mad than Hamas, or the Palestinians have a reason to be mad. So Israel should technically win that. Like they deserve it more if that's the only solution. Like if a two-state solution isn't viable, Israel deserves to win. But he would much prefer a two-state solution, a peaceful two-state solution. But they take that out of context and they're like, he said Israel should genocide Palestine.
You don't know anything about Judaism. You don't know anything about Zionism. And you're a YouTuber who lives in your living room. And that's how you make your living. I am a journalist. I actually have skin in the game. I go to places that I talk about. Okay. So I actually know what I'm talking about, unlike you.
Gotcha. So you think that Jews would feel safe in a one-state solution? You don't think they have any reason to feel like their rights would be infringed upon, programs would happen, expulsions would happen?
Keep going back to this.
Well, because that's the whole reason. I'm not
hating democracy, dude.
I'm just trying to engage with.
A one-state solution does not seem viable. I think if you had a one-state solution, if they combined Palestine and Israel and call it Palestine-Israel, both sides would be super worried all the time. There would probably still be a lot of violence, a lot of murders. No one would know who was in charge or what was going. A two-state solution is probably best. An independent Palestine that is left alone to do their own thing without making terrorist strikes against Israel, and Israel does the same thing. They mind their own country, but do their own thing.
Like, what is a realistic solution forward?
We've been through this like 10 times. You keep asking me the same thing.
Do you think that when you're in the Gaza Strip and you're talking to other Arabs there, do you think that they're happy that people like you are encouraging the violence to continue indefinitely so you can build journalistic careers on it? Like, does that make you feel good?
So when he says encouraging the violence to continue indefinitely, he's saying if there is a one-state solution, the violence is going to continue indefinitely. Or people that are cheering on like Hamas and the attack, saying that's what Israel deserves.
I'm just curious, right? Like, how many people have you met that have died in the recent attacks, and you're out here like on the internet jerking off an unworkable solution that'll never happen because it gets you clicks? Like, it's disgusting.
Buddy,
you realize that, right? Can you admit that? You know that a one-state solution will never happen, right? You understand that do you acknowledge that a one-state solution
who just wants to cheer on Benjamin Netanyahu? No, you called for genocide. I have the clip right here. Why don't we play this?
the Nazi fascist who's supporting Israel.
We're doing the clip farming now. I don't have to. I don't talk in clips. I don't exist in 30-second clips.
Why don't we play?
Because I don't exist in 30-second clips. You have me right here.
No. Why don't we play it?
This is it. This is all it is. It's the clip
farming. Why don't we play it?
It's
Here,
the clip farming. Yeah.
No, this is you calling for genocide. Why don't we actually play it and show your audience? Because I know you tried to hide it from your stream so people couldn't actually see it.
Do we want to go through your tweets where you're claiming U.S. Special Forces are in Israel on the Gaza border, and it's literally pictures of like LARPing military? Oh, do you have any evidence of that?
U.S. Special Forces are in Israel. You can look it up.
I didn't say in Israel. I said on the Gaza border. You said they were on the Gaza border in Israel, on the Gaza border.
Here's you calling for genocide.
Listen, I'm good, dude. If you want to talk in the future,
are you gonna cut me off because I'm showing you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and have you play clips to me. Like we're
So Destiny has this clip. I think someone even posted it in the thread here. Dave's in here commenting, by the way. Dave was in here commenting for sure. But every time someone brings up like Dave debunking him or Dave debating him, it just fucking falls on deaf ears, I guess. But Dave 100% was in here commenting. I saw it. That was one of the first comment streams I saw. But the full clip is there as well. I don't think it's this one. I think it's under a different one, but like Destiny's been studying this, so why doesn't he just go talk to Destiny about it? Why don't they just go debate? Why won't he speak to him? Like I don't understand. I'm not the best person to debate him. I'm not that interested, but I'm smart enough to know that we just can't say everything that comes from one side is true and people are acting out of good faith, and everything that comes from the other side is a lie. And they're never going to tell the truth. It's all propaganda. It's all to brainwash you. That's impossible. That's fucking impossible. There's no goddamn way. There's no way. Like, there's got to be propaganda on both sides. Yeah, I understand that Dave's argument is like, oh, well, they're like, they spend billions of dollars on propaganda. Sure. But that doesn't mean the other propaganda doesn't exist at all. Like there's no other propaganda. I don't know. We've seen propaganda from we've seen propaganda from ISIS, right? We've seen their videos and their beheading videos. Like they made it with a fucking camcorder out in the middle of the desert. It's still propaganda. I just don't understand. And I really like Dave. He does like to comment on a lot of things, though. Unless he blocked me. I don't know. But I'm not seeing any of his comments right now. Usually when I scroll through, that's like the first fucking probably 200 posts I see. 90% of them are Dave commenting on something. I don't even know the original poster, but I can see Dave commenting. It blew my mind. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. There he is. If Twitter existed in Nazi Germany, people would be sharing pictures of emaciated prisoners in Auschwitz and rows of Jews forced to dig their own graves before being shot, and half the replies would be cry more. Dave says, actually, it's specifically social media that allows the public to see who is being oppressed. That's why everybody who isn't stupid is supporting Palestine. Suck a dick about it. A 3-year-old whose parents were killed on October 7th is being held hostage by Hamas. The toddler is an American citizen. Where is the outcry? Where is the solidarity? Why are the biggest marches and protests in the U.S. being held in support of Palestine? Dave says, you've killed 5,000 children in a month. You also have bombed tons of American citizens on purpose. Stop playing the motherfucking victim. It isn't working. Like everything he comments on. And there's no way he had a chance to research any of this. There's no way. Israel offered fuel to the Shifa hospital. Hamas rejected it immediately. And that's all you need to know if you want to understand this war. All I need to know is this one lie you told. Amazing. Go fuck yourself. How do you know? How would he possibly know? He's a man of science. How would he possibly know that it's a complete lie that was just published that Israel tried to supply fuel to a hospital that needed fuel? How would he possibly know? You can stand for Palestinians and also recognize Hamas as a terrorist organization. Not hard. Or you can stop whining about Hamas since they were created and funded by Israel as an eternal justification for ethnic cleansing and just focus on the ethnic cleansing. What? I don't know. I'm just sad. I like Dave. And over the past few days, I've just been like, what the fuck? There is absolutely no fucking way. United Nations is trying to get Israel to fucking stand down. There's no way he showed up with a map with fucking Gaza Strip destroyed and a canal built through it. There's no fucking way. There's no goddamn way. The UN is trying to get Israel to calm the fuck down. A lot of the countries in the UN don't even support Israel. I don't know. This just blows my mind that Dave is like this open and shut about it. Like there's no nuance. There's no, well, that might be true, but it's just, nope, you're wrong. That's wrong. Nah, ain't happening. Nah, it didn't happen. Nope. They're fucking liars. They're cheaters. It's propaganda. They lie about everything. I bet you he's commented on every, what the fuck is that? It says a robot attempting to imitate human voice. It looks like a fleshlight with a little handhold. What's it trying to say? Is it yodeling? That's the song of my people. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Twitter's a wild place. I don't know, man. Dave posted something. Let's see what it is. Hey, at Washington Post, if you cut open the belly of a pregnant woman and drag her fetus onto the ground, you're not a militant. You're a terrorist. You're an animal. You're evil. Quit calling Hamas militants. So it says some of the most brutal attacks occurred in Beery. I don't know these names. I'm probably saying them all wrong. Where militants cut open the belly of a pregnant woman and dragged her fetus onto the ground. In other towns, survivors told of parents being murdered in front of their children and children murdered in front of their parents. Other survivors described witnessing sexual assaults, including rape. Now, I believe that some of this probably happened. Some of it's probably overinflated. But we've seen people in the name of Islam be extremely brutal, right? Be extremely brutal when they come in. We see beheadings, we see rapes, we see taking slaves and child brides. We saw it with ISIS. We saw it with a lot of jihadi type situations, right? So is some of this overinflated? Probably, maybe, who knows? But there's probably some brutal stuff. So Dave responds to it with, well, since that's specifically a thing the IDF has done many times, the IDF are terrorists, right, asshole? What? Transgenders for Palestine. It's his caption this. He says, oppressed person sides with other oppressed people. I think it's just as, so from what I see, and I'm just an idiot from Tennessee, okay? So take this as a grain of salt. I see the right was totally overwhelmed and fell hook, line, and sinker for the QAnon, or a lot of the right, for the QAnon, Pizzagate, propaganda, they're evil, cabal, blah, blah, blah. But I see just as strong a push from whatever outside entity or inside entity or whatever to take the further radical left and push them anti-Israel. Israel's genociding everybody. Israel's killing everybody, and everything else is. And it feels like the same thing that I saw when I first started noticing QAnon shit and people being like, fake news, bullshit. They're eating kids. Go to the basement of ping pong pizza. Do this, do that. I feel the exact same way, and it's just blowing my mind. Some of the people I see hooked in it. I don't know. And I want to like Dave. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird when he made a comment the other day that, so this woman who is an actor was fired from her job for claiming that she said something about Israel being the real terrorists, and then saying, I know the Jews who control Hollywood are going to take my position now. And she lost her job. And Dave put, laugh out loud, trying to prove that the Jews don't run Hollywood by the Jews silencing someone in Hollywood for being anti-Jewish. And just like the Q-tards are with the left when we start talking about universal basic income, universal health care, med beds, all that shit. The fucking far left has now aligned with actual neo-Nazis and calling for Palestine to rise up and destroy Israel. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. This is so crazy. I don't. And I really want to like Dave. But Jesus Christ, I don't know what's happening.
Please. What are you doing?
Leave. Go away.
What are you doing?
Go away.
I've been away up into fucking Zimbabwe, you stupid little pimp. Get away from here.
Ooh, it's a party flip moment. It seems like it.
Go away.
What are
It's
you
pretty
doing?
fucking. It's pretty fucking wild right now, man. And all I was trying to say is like Dave wants to fight that, like, oh well, prove Israel's good and Palestine's bad. But that's not what I'm even trying to say. I'm trying to say there's got to be some nuance here, right? There has to be some nuance here. Like, it can't all be this is wrong. And Dave's like, the people doing the propaganda are the ones who are lying, and the people doing the genocide are the ones who are lying, and the people that are being genocided are the people who are telling the truth. But there's not a genocide going on right now. There's a lot of casualties, and sometimes a lot of civilian casualties. I don't think it's an actual genocide. I don't even know what to say, except let's go. Oh, here we go. There's one more. So Patricia Heaton says, this is so disappointing. I don't know why, but I thought Cornel West was better than this. He doesn't love Jewish brothers and sisters. Israel is not an occupier. Farewell, Cornell. And Dave says, Israel is objectively an occupier and you're a fucking moron.
Years have been terrorized, traumatized, and hated, and we dish out love warriors and freedom fighters every generation, which means that we stand in solidarity with anybody who's occupied, anybody who's subjugated, anybody who's exploited, and that's why we focus on Gaza at this moment, because a genocidal attack is taking place. 10,000 dead and 4,000 precious children. And don't let anybody tell you that because you love Palestinians and Palestinian babies that you hate somebody else. It just doesn't follow.
We have the same feed. There you go, Oxy.
Jewish brothers, we don't hate Jewish sisters, we don't hate Jewish siblings, we loathe, we hate a vicious Israeli occupation.
Israel. Someone even tried to say, I think we read it, they're like, hey, I've talked to a lot of Israelis, and they're like, hey, we don't want any of you gone or to be killed unless they're like extremists. Like the same way we have extremists here, like Nazis. We don't want you to be killed. We don't want you to be gone. We just want peace. And Dave's like, they're brought up to hate Palestinians from the moment they're born. They're all brainwashed. Like it's almost like a re-education camp moment for him, for not just the Israel, the country, Israeli government. It's the Israeli people.
We loathe and we hate a vicious siege against Gaza.
I don't know. It's blowing my mind, dude.
If we can do it, this moment of overwhelming vulgarity is have a ceasefire. And yet you got these cowards in Washington, D.C. talking about a humanitarian pause. Please get off the crack pipe. Wake up. See the humanity of precious Palestinian brothers and sisters. And the American empire has the nerve in...
And isn't Hamas, like, maybe I'm just brainwashed, but isn't Hamas like well known for you, like forcing civilians to stay in an area that Israel already said they were going to bomb, or putting like rocket launchers on the top of hospitals and then waiting for their rocket launcher to explode and saying, look, they attacked a hospital. Isn't that like well known? Maybe it's me and the propaganda, but I don't know. I don't know where he's coming from. If he would say, look, here's a map. There's no rocket launchers here. This was taken 24 hours before the strike. Are you saying they moved, rocket launchers there? And then but he isn't. He's just saying, oh, it's fake news. Everybody knows. I can't believe you're still spouting this bullshit. Israelis are made to hate Palestinians because they're brainwashed. Like, I don't know. I'm just blown away by Dave, I guess. So if you're wondering why the show started late, one, I already did a show today on Rhino. Rest in peace, Rhino. But two, I was arguing with Professor Dave, apparently. Scott Wadges has put out a bunch of content to cheer us up, okay? Don't mess with Bibles.
Everyone. What's going on, everyone?
Oh, this is the photography
business I thought of. Photography business.
Here's what blows my mind. If Israel did a gigantic strike on a hospital and there was no military targets there, no nothing, it was just a hospital because they're like, fuck those people over there. Wouldn't all the countries have this evidence and be ready to take all the countries that hate Israel be like, all right, here it is, plain and simple. You can't refute this evidence. Look. But instead we hear these stories and we hear this, we hear that's fake and this is fake. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem. Same thing with UFOs. Why are all the videos of UFOs so goddamn blurry?
I want to think of a name for my business and let y'all know what it is. I got a few choices to decide on and decide what kind of photography.
You've been messing with the 1%ers?
Many different types of photographers.
He's going to do boudoir photos and he's going to be the only model. You guys get wet? Did some doty girl say helicopter?
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Hold on a minute.
No cuts.
There's
one
two
take.
Things I want to talk about, but I don't know if I want to talk about both of them in one video or two. This first thing, both of them to everyone, but this one is more important. It's about bikers. My dad used to have a motorcycle. We was in a motorcycle club.
His dad used to have a motorcycle, so they were both in a motorcycle. We was in a motorcycle club.
It was called Southern Coast Riders. It got shut down. But you heard of those motorcycle gangs like Hell's Angels and all them?
It was called Southern Ghost Riders, and it got shut down.
those type of bikers, you don't want to mess with. No. And thing about bikers, they really love their bikes. I mean,
there is an MC called the Ghost Riders.
if you knock them over or hit them, they get mad quick.
If you come up, not regular motorcycle riders, but if they're patched, if they're in a club and you knock them over or you hit them with your car, they get mad. A normal biker might be, no worries, man. I'll take care of my own hospital bills. But a motorcycle club, he's going to be like, I'm angry. They get mad.
I don't know that from seeing it in person. I just see it on TV and movies.
TV and movies.
Some of those TV and movies, TV shows.
I saw that. I saw that, and I've seen a bunch of the breakdowns on why it was a misfire over and over again. I've seen other people try to say, no, it was an Israeli strike, but I know what you're talking about, Oxy.
Those in movies. Sorry, gotta write that time. It's based on a true story, and
it's based on a true story.
Saying I've seen it in person. I just see it on TV and movies, but some of those TV and movies, TV shows and movies. Sorry, gotta write that time. It's based on a true story.
Some of them are. Some of them are based on true stories.
And there's also...
It probably is more nuanced. I guarantee you he's probably like, you guys know those guys in Israel and the other ones that are in Panini? There was good guys and bad guys everywhere. I guarantee you it's more nuanced than Professor Dave.
A saying I think they say. You can
saying he thinks they say.
Take a bike off a biker, but you can never take a biker off a bike or something like that. I don't know.
Take a biker off a bike, but you can never take a bike off a biker. Or something like, I don't know. You guys hear about Israel and Paninis?
The real one? I mean, what I'm trying to say is,
he finally got Netflix, bug dude.
Always a biker. And I do know a few bikers that are on this app. I can name two. Hellbent and Aussie Lady Rider. They agree with me.
They agree with me. I've never asked them. I've never spoke to them. I've never said anything. They agree with me.
Shouldn't mess with a biker's bikes, Not even to...
Hellbent commented on this and said, thank you, Scott. Please don't forget they're motorcycle clubs and not gangs. Because Scott called them motorcycle gangs.
Sit on it without their permission. If they say no, you can't sit on it, then you can't.
Never sit on a gang member's bike without permission. And if they say no, you can't sit on it. Sometimes they'll tell me they don't have an extra helmet, but they will. We have an extra helmet. I just think they don't want to give me a ride.
And I'm thinking about getting me the
white Tiger Angel
motorcycle license, getting me a bike, because I'm a biker.
He went to Atlanta for a week and wrecked 5 times, but he's thinking about getting a motorcycle. That'll be the end of it. Can you imagine him with Tiger Zord as a fucking dressed up as a Power Angel in his white Power Angel costume with Tiger Zord on his hip, and he's going out on a fucking full raked out chopper, just like scraping the ground like a fucking 30-degree rake. The front tire's like 15 feet in front of him. He's gonna have to put tassels on his Angel outfit.
And before you go on motorcycle rides, make sure you wait a while before going on the rides.
Yeah, because I heard if you don't wait a while before going on a motorcycle ride, you can get a cramp and drown.
Trust me, it's not pretty. If you're a writer on the back, it's not pretty. I don't want to get...
Mariah, how does Legend know that you keep that silly looking disguised mustache taped just above your vulva and we call that a mustache rod? Have you been talking to people?
Into all that, but I got sick going right into a tunnel.
Got sick going wide into a tone. I told you if you're going on a motorcycle wide, wait a while. I got sick going wide into a tone. The only thing Scotty's ever owned was a moped when he was in middle school. And from his middle school, no, he's in high school. He's a freshman in high school. He got a moped. From his high school classmates, they said that he believed that it was like a video game and he could drive it over cars. So the first time he took it out on the road was like the second day he had it and hit a car going head on, going 30 miles an hour. And when they asked him what he was doing, he thought he would just drive over it. Like a video game.
And Hellbent and Aussie Lady Rider, I want to tag y'all in this video.
You agree with me.
And get me straight on that little saying too, because I don't know if it's true or I messed it up or something. If I messed it up, I'm sorry. I'll try to get it right. But anyways, yeah, so I guess I'll wait until another video. I'm still asleep a little bit.
He keeps covering his face because his drool's running out. You'll see it in a minute.
That's why I'm...
Yeah, Mariah keeps a tiny little disguised mustache right above her vagina. She says it's like spicing it up, like having sex with a stranger pussy. I don't know.
Messing it up. But anyways, remember...
His head is a helmet.
Do not mess with bikers.
Do
That's
not.
the title of this video.
And 30 minutes before you can go on a bike wide or you'll get a cramp.
Like right up here. Appreciate it. Have a blessed day. What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing today? Sorry I've not been posting for a while. I was watching, scrolling through, you know.
No pants. No pants. No shirt. Not a fucking problem in the world.
So
he's got 99 problems, and most of them are roaches.
Randy Orton, Randy Orton, but he was not talking at all. John Cena was talking. Now notice his shirt. The front of it says, even stronger. You know, that shirt couldn't be more right. But it needs a few, probably about 2 more words. No, 3 words. We are even stronger together. And I think that's what that shirt mean, you know?
Just us for just us. Justice for just us.
It's just my theory and opinion. If y'all do know.
Could you imagine the smell of his car? About 70% of the time he sleeps in his car.
If I'm right or wrong.
Could you imagine accidentally looking for your kid's first car or a beater car to drive back and forth to work and accidentally getting tricked into buying Scott's car?
And also with that, we are even stronger together. We have to band together, you know, guys? Heck.
Did you guys notice that Phil put on his comments that this is his fucking movement? When people are he's like, don't tell me what should be included in the movement. This is my fucking movement. Then he deleted it.
It's good, but need more people. Band together. Be friends with everybody, you know? I'm working on it. I'm doing a pretty good job.
Ooh,
and also,
Eli's mic.
Don't have any regrets. I have regrets, a lot of them. I don't know how much regrets I have, but I'm getting rid of a few at a time. So, y'all have a blessed day. What's going on, everyone? How's it going? And I've done this in a long time. A morphin video with the white Tiger Ranger.
How wet his lip is.
Master Morpher.
New toy.
White Tiger power.
New toy. Oh, forgot to pause it. There he is.
White Tiger Ranger. Ready. Feels good to be morphed back.
Masturbator. Blah.
Peace out, guys.
Somebody called it, said simply seamless.
What's up, you guys? You saw the White Tiger Power Coin in my Master Morpher. I'm going to show y'all the 5 other Power Coins. Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder, power up! Ha!
Okay. What is that? What is that lump? Hold on. What was that lump? Is Scott's back pregnant? What is that? What is that bump? Is that a baby bump in this forest? What is that? What should be there and what is there? Oh, get it in there, Scott. You got it. A square peg and a smelly hole.
Turbo. Shit in the turbo.
I like the way he squeezed his cleavage together. Hold on. Look at that. I could finish right there. I'm just telling you. If I could plug my nose and hold my hand over his face, I could finish right there. I guarantee it. I've done it before.
Turbo.
I like the way you make your titties shake. You lost a little weight. You look like Ricky Lake.
Four. I only have 2 costumes. The Green Ranger and the White Ranger. Zeo. Zeo Ranger 5.
Lopsided floppers. That should be his his TikTok handle. Oh, lopsided floppers.
When he was a ninja. It's more time. Falcon sword. I know I'm not saying it right. I'm just say that just.
Okay. To be continued, I guess.
I'm not going to put the Green Ranger suit on. But here's the Dragon Power Coin.
He hasn't put the Green Ranger suit on since Leroy Jenkins stole his innocence.
Dragon Sword!
I would think so. He was probably some type of new mutation from like cave wall fungus. The dawn of man. I would think he came from at least a cave, if not like an underground civilization.
And what? And my other metal power coin. The tabs right there. 2 tabs. 9 right there. So this, I finally got the right power coin going.
The right power coin, finally. He's always had the wrong power coin.
Dinosaur, power up!
Finally.
Those are the 6 power coins that can be used with a Master Morpher.
If you're wondering what's under his thumbnail, that's shit, girl. Did some doty girl say helicopter?
And I'm planning on moving too. I got a bunch.
When he says he plans on moving, he just means he's going to get out of that chair today. Typically, that's all he does. But today, he's planning on moving.
Bunch of ideas to go to, and I'm going to figure out a date when to move for 2 reasons. One, need a life of my own. And two, I'm
His dad.
sick and tired of one of my neighbors.
Sick and tired of one of his neighbors. I stay here all day and collect a check that doesn't pay for this place, and I'm real tired of my neighbor coming home from his job and expecting me not to be weighing on a sidewalk doing the helicopter.
She called the police on me yesterday. Cussing loudly.
She called the police on him for cussing too loudly. He was probably cussing his dad out.
But she almost got in trouble too.
Well, to be fair, Scott only knows one move, and it's definitely bareback. Strangel Dangel.
She called me a name the cop did not like. Yeah, the cop was my friend, so he stood up for me.
Lies.
And also,
Fake news.
if you are watching this, thank you for standing up to me.
She called him a weetard. This weetard screaming obscenities while my kids will heal. That's what she said.
When the time closest to when I decide to move, I'll let you know. Y'all have a more phenomenal day. May the power protect y'all.
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Before I go, as this can hook to my belt.
Ooh, we're really testing the limits of plastic and elastic there, baby.
Or pants. And it comes with a stand, and other power coins can sit on these 5 slots right here. So, have a blessed night, guys.
Someone said that was absolutely amazing. I thought all the Power Rangers were actually in the room with me. Thank you.
And sweet dreams, every one of y'all. I'm going to think about letting y'all know where I'm moving to. I'll think about it. Peace out, guys. Y'all take care.
I'm moving to a nude beach in Miami. Okay. This is a game we like to play called Spot the Stream of Drool. Spot the Stream of Drool. You tell me when you see it.
Man, you gotta learn more. You don't have the right kind of power. You wanna bet? Master Morpher. Tiger Sword.
Oops. Did we see it?
See? Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah.
Just think what Scotty could make if he had a 3D printer. Dildos.
You can now. So.
See if we can find that one more time. It lands on his left breasticle.
Tiger Sword.
What a good... My pause game's on point, bro. So it starts here. And it goes to there. I've never seen someone I've never seen someone with the elasticity. I thought he was spinning a spider web. I've never seen shit. What is this? Imagine seeing him lick a popsicle and then bring it away from his face. Like, put it back down because he doesn't want any more right now. Can he recall that? Can he recall that back to his mouth? I almost landed right on his nipple. Maybe that's what keeps ripping his shirts off. Maybe he loses a little bit of drool and he goes, and his shirt's just gone. Maybe that's why he doesn't have any shirts.
See?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that where a belt goes, chat? I feel like his belt's running downhill. What's going on there?
All right. Oh, yeah. I guess you can now.
Apparently the bad guy he's fighting said, much like Kevin H made fun of him, saying he wasn't using the right power coin, the bad guy in this skit said, you can't morph. You don't have the right power coin. So then he morphs with the master morpher, drools all over himself. He comes back and the bad guy says, oh, yeah, I guess you can.
So, let's protect the earth from monsters. That's what I
Then the bad guy says, so let's protect the earth from monsters.
do. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little skit. And off TikTok and stuff, I'm going to be practicing put my power morpher.
What'd you pull out of his mouth that time?
In behind me like this. One hand. Ooh. First try I just did. I'm gonna keep practicing it.
Is that sweat? Is that sweat?
I just did. I'm gonna keep practicing.
Is that sweat? All he did was stand up and hook something on his belt. Is that sweat? Oh my God, the lighting, no!
First try I just did.
Someone said, bro, are you really brave enough to open carry a morpher?
Keep practicing it. So.
No wonder he doesn't wear a shirt. God damn. That shirt probably weighs 10 pounds more than when you put it on. What?
I hope y'all have a blessed night, guys.
I'm gonna go take a full body produced sweat shower.
Practicing. Did it again. Practice makes perfect. And who knows? I might add the Triceratops power coin. I know it's not supposed to be in there with the Master Morpher. But I don't want to keep on while I'm going to add the Triceratops power coin to it. I don't want to keep on exchanging power morphers. Keep one.
It's all make-believe. No one gives a fuck if you're using the right coin, Scotty.
So, hope you all have a blessed day. May the power protect you.
All that sweat, bro.
What's up?
Oh my God, he's so wet. He's so wet.
You guys, see how this looks. Master Morpher. Triceratops. Muscle mode. Triceratops.
The muscle mode is just a baggy suit. Muscle mode.
Ranger ready.
I wish I could have smooth transitions like that.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Got 2 cups of coffee in me, so I'm okay. So, what y'all think?
Loved it.
What's going on, everyone?
Oh, this is for me, guys.
This video is to the veterans. Happy Veterans Day. What's going on, everyone?
It was like Derek Johnson.
Is to the veterans. Happy Veterans Day.
They fought for our freedom to record shirtless videos.
What's going on, everyone? This video is to the veterans. Happy Veterans Day.
He can't resist. He can't resist the sound effects.
Sit down, sit down, sit down. Who were you with last night? Tell me. Buddy, hey, can you please?
Man humiliates his girlfriend in public. What happens is shocking. So this is a very fake video where this guy pretends he's dating that girl, slows her down on the bench, says, who are you with? This guy stands up. He's just a regular non-fucking citizen who knew nothing about it, sure.
Please.
What's going on, everyone?
Who said he needed a wife beater? Who the fuck in chat said he needed a wife beater? Your motherfucking ass spoke this into existence. And we're all going to blame you and kick you out of the group. Who said it?
Everyone, this video I'm stitching. When I'm find a place to move, if I ever see this happening, I'll do like these other people do, intervene, and that person, man said, "Who are you?" And I'll be like, "Dude, I'm the White Tiger Ranger."
He just put it on to be intimidating, but his side boobs hanging out. Who are you? I'm the White Tiger Angel. Look at my hourglass figure.
And I also would like say, like this. You don't treat women like that. No. I learned it the hard way. Yeah.
You have to ask for permission to show them your butthole.
Me. I learned it the hard way.
How did you learn beating women is wrong the hard way? From beating off Leroy Jenkins?
Quite a few times. I don't grab, but one thing I did not do, grab the woman by the arm. I'm just talking about the way I talk to her. Nah. That dude with that girl.
That dude with that girl? That dude with that girl? I could tell she's never been doty girl helicoptered. That dude with that girl?
To me, he's uneducated of how to talk to women. That's why
my biological mother, I talked to her slow and sexy.
I said that that's why I said I've been around the block a few times. People know that I tell them that. Those people know that I tell them that I've been around the block quite a few times. That's one of the reasons.
You went around the block once and had 2 automobile accidents. We don't want to hear about it, bro.
Why?
I got a small dick, but wait till you get home.
Thank you, man.
Like, damn, shit, my God.
Derek, the Acadian Carpenter. Thank you very much. 26 packs. Thank you. That's a big donation. I appreciate it.
The way I talk to him.
Leroy Jenkins. I always just say the Jenkins. The black guy that he had sex with in Louisiana, his name really was Leroy. I don't know his last name.
I mean, I have learned a long time ago not to do it, but I still do it, but I make up for it. And also,
what?
Well, I have learned a long time ago not to do it, but I still do it, but I make up for it.
Okay. He learned how to respect women a long time ago. And he's still disrespectful to them and throw them around and shit, but he makes up for it, okay? He might give you a fucking gargantuan backhand with all the smell of a festering onion, but afterwards, he's going to buy you some nice shoes, girl.
And also, while I'm doing this video, I was going to make a video anyway. I'm going to do a skit. This is totally different than this video I'm stitching. I'm just throwing this in here. This is a Turbo Power coin.
Okay.
For my Master Morpher. I'm going to do a skit with him when the...
Does he just always drool talking about his coin, or does he just always drool? Does he drool when he talks about his morpher? Because last time he did a video and he drooled in and he's like, yeah, I did drool a little bit. I just got done eating some mayonnaise. So.
Monster attacks a civilian. Alright, swooping him. I got a tiny little bit planned. Got planned a little bit more. Hell, not a little bit, a lot more. Probably 10 minutes worth. But that guy with that woman, nah. That's probably a social experiment. But if it's not a social experiment,
Tron,
for real, I would step in a heartbeat. Like even before he sits her down. Once I see his hand that's on her arm, I go to him and say, hey, you need to leave her alone. Because what I think, yeah, this is back on that video though. Because I just thought this. What I think, that's abuse right there.
Okay.
What that guy did to that woman. I don't care if it's a social experiment or not. That is not right. Grabbing a woman by the arm, I never done that.
So even if it's acting, it's not white.
And if he does swing at me first,
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
Why did the end of that cut off?
a woman by the arm, I never done that.
Did you hear my bottle fart?
No. And if he does swing at me first,
sit down, sit
okay,
down. Okay,
he muted it.
nice. Oh, this is
God damn it, Jim. He's still in the wife beater.
nice stuff and some. What's going on here? Oh man, monster. Get back. Who are you? Get out of here. Now. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Get out of here. Now. You want to know who I am? Shift into turbo. Red lightning, turbo power. Turbo blaster. Turbo down. That's all I've gotten. And if you couldn't hear the monster voice. Nice.
What the fuck was that?
Nice stuff and some. What's going on here? Oh man, monster. Get back. Who are you? Get out of here. Now. You want to know who I am? Shit into turbo. Red lightning, turbo power. Turbo blaster. Turbo down. That's all I've gotten. And if you couldn't hear the monster voice.
That's all I gotten. That's all I gotten. There you go.
What would you do?
Okay, these are all.
What's up,
pinned videos.
everyone? This video I'm going to.
I've been thinking, who likes my wedding band? We got a couple of things. Hold on. So Kathy H responded to our Rhino video. Now, let me explain what happened with the Rhino video. Multiple people contacted me, one pretty persistently. I wasn't feeling great last night. You guys know I was feeling sick when I quit the show last night. I wasn't feeling great, just wanted to sleep. Somebody's contacted me. I didn't feel good really all day yesterday. But anyways, contacted me. Told me how weird it was. Told me how it was strange that they were kind of keeping this from everybody. And they were talking about doing a fundraiser. And for some reason, Kathy H was making decisions, but he technically has a wife. It was all weird, right? Then they asked me to make that video. First of all, because people deserve to know. Second of all, they shouldn't be holding it from people for a fucking month while they get their shit together. He had fans. He had people that liked him online. He had people that don't know. Second of all, they had been talks of doing a fundraiser and like a memorial show. So they asked me to do that video, and I did, and they thanked me for it or whatever. There was a few things that I could verify, and there was things that I couldn't. I don't know if they're doing a fundraiser or not, but if they are, don't give any money to Kathy H. Is it the same Kathy from Phil's group? Yeah, but she left Phil's group. Also, he should have the funeral mostly worked out through the VA and being a veteran. Second of all, why are we not telling his wife? Why are there specific instructions not to tell anybody, not to tell me? Like, what the fuck am I going to do? Show up and make him come back to life? The whole thing was fucking weird. The whole thing was fucking weird. So then they go to Red's group, Red Step Stackers group, and Kathy H from Red's Kamikaze Nation forwarded a message from Kathy H Will Not Comply group. And it says, David at Rhino Nation 8 has passed away. It shares my video here. And it says, David has passed away. The views I expressed. This is just my disclaimer. This is nothing they posted. And then Kathy H says, we are not fundraising. Okay, we are not fundraising. Then the Red Step Stacker group says, we are not fundraising for anybody. So, okay, apparently that was not true. But whatever. That was just a rumor anyways. I don't know if they're a fundraiser or not. I said if they're fundraising, do not give any money to Kathy H. But then there's some voice memos that go with it. So here we go.
Jab Neal, I can tell you right now that Shane Phelps' death has been publicly discussed all over Telegram and YouTube. And when the time is right, we will discuss another one. It does not require any of your intervention. Thank you very much. Your presence is no longer needed here.
They're very upset that I said this before they could say this. But why wouldn't they just say it? Why would they keep this there's no reason to keep this a secret, right? There may be like a next to kin notification kind of deal, but they're even saying They're even telling people not to tell his wife. Why would they be doing that? Why would there be these people believe that they're not allowed to tell anybody and they're not allowed to tell his wife? The great white wolf in the sky.
Just an explanation. A very dear friend of mine passed away, and the motel he was staying in did not do the wellness check that friends of ours had asked to be done. And he was found deceased 2 days later.
They did do a wellness check. That's how they found out he was dead. First of all, a lot of times you can't just call a hotel and say, hey, I want you to go wellness check right now. Like, bullshit. Do you know his room number? Do you know his first and last name? Do you not have his phone number? You need to call the police for a wellness check kind of deal. Second of all, they obviously did. The coroner said they had been dead for over 24 hours. They found him that day. Not much over 24 hours, but around 24 hours. And they found him the next day. That seems pretty quick, honestly. I would be pissed if it was like a week or something, sure.
He has no next of kin, but he was one of my best friends. It's taken me 3 days to unravel
I'm pretty sure
all of the connections that
I'm pretty sure he ran Kathy H off a few times.
need to make in order to claim responsibility for his funeral and help dispose of his estate. That does.
So she's claiming that she's going to execute his estate. That she is going to be the person that takes care of his estate.
3 days to unravel all of the connections that I need to make in order to claim responsibility for his funeral and help dispose of his estate. That doesn't make me an evil person. It was no reason for anyone on any channel to be accusing me of grifting off of the death of a dear friend that I loved more than anything.
I heard the same
Everyone has
thing.
a nice night.
I've heard him say he had a brother before too, but I don't know that he's ever talked to. I don't know if I've ever heard him talk about his brother as still alive. I don't know. He may have said, me and my brother meeting up next week. But I have heard him speak about a brother, but I don't know if that's current or his brother passed away or what.
If anyone has any questions, you can private message me. This channel, unfortunately, is public, and I can no longer post on it. I will keep an eye on it because they will probably start infiltrating the page because it belongs to me. And they will start posting rather vile photographs. If anyone sees them, please let Gina or I know, and we will take.
So, first of all, what she's referring to here is one time we found one of her retarded groups, and we put a bunch of pictures in there of like grannies fucking eating popsicles and shit. There wasn't even nudity. There wasn't even any fucking nudity. And she had a meltdown saying that we were worshiping Satan and we were trying to summon stuff and we were sharing porn on all of her channels to try to get her banned. Porn's not illegal on Telegram, by the way, or against the rules or whatever. Trying to get her banned by sharing grannies eating popsicles and shit.
On it. I will keep an eye on it because they will probably start infiltrating the page because it belongs to me. And they will start posting rather vile photographs. If anyone sees them, please let Gina or I know. And we will take them off as soon as possible. But I will not be posting after this post.
I will not be posting after this post. I will not be posting after this post. She has spoken. She has spoken, and she will not be posting after this post. You heard that, right? She's done. Never again on a public group. Never. So that happened. She says that they're best friends, her closest friend, all this stupid shit. None of that's true. None of that's true. And then she's terrified that we're going to come post gifts in there. Then it says, some of us are stepping up to help with Rhino's final expenses privately, but no fundraising or grifting from our group, period. So this is not, like, literally not true. They are doing a fundraiser. They're just not doing it on YouTube. They are doing a fundraiser. They're just not doing it on YouTube. Literally. Right as soon as she posts, there will be no fundraiser. There's a private fundraiser. Right as she posts, there's no fundraiser. The next thing is, oh, there's a private fundraiser. What the fuck? Then she says, it's not necessary. These airhead would just let this very painful process come together. Y'all should have announced it. I don't care how much you're struggling with this. Y'all should have fucking posted it. Y'all should have told people. Then we had this beautiful thing post up. Someone edited Kathy H's very young real estate photo onto this gargantuan red, white, and blue atrocity. And then it's put Kathy H, now she is a patriot. Put her in the right outfit to be a patriot. I've got one more. Somebody asked about Jeff B. I've got your Jeff B right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Ba-na-na-na. Na-na-na. What happened to Jeff? Concrete Patriot says, what happened to Jeff B? Haven't seen him in quite a while. And they talked about missing him on the next post. It says, yes, we all do. He is on the anti-Trump pages, I guess. Rhino is his new hangout for him. So they're all mad at Jeff B because now, before, he was this secret guy with this secret intel that knew Obama was going to be arrested, that the reevaluation was coming, that him and Phil Godlewski worked at the NSA together, that he knew everything was just, I'm just saying everything's weird. Everything's weird. All I'm saying is maybe this nuclear submarine's moving into position because there's going to be a scare event before the 10 days of maybe. I'm just saying maybe. And I talked to my guy who's the number 4 at the FBI, and he told me this is going to happen. Now he's tried to flip, and they're mad at him that he flipped sides. Kathy H comes out and says, we're not doing a fundraiser. And then immediately the page she's posting on says, well, we are stepping up, but it's not a fundraiser. We're just giving her money to raise funds for a certain activity, but it's not a fundraiser. It's not a fundraiser. We're just stepping up to give her funds that she needs to raise to have something happen, but it's not a fundraiser. Got it? Do you got it or not? It's not a fundraiser. Idiots. I hate when people accuse it of being a fundraiser when I'm raising funds for other things. Fucking idiots. Oh my God, Scott Wadgels.
How you doing, Toots? With the crack pipe. How you doing? How you
having
doing?
a good time,
Look, she's gonna hit it. No way. Hey, Toots, how you doing, huh? Hold on. The police station is right here, bruh. Oh my God! Yo, get the fuck out of here! In the Subaru, not
the $9 million man. Jeff B said that his Dart store was worth $9 million. He's a $9 million man when he bought himself a new car. He said he's worth $9 million.
Girl, we've been together such a long, long time.
Oh yeah, Johnny Gobble does comedy now. Did you guys watch that video?
So I got to ask before we...
Here's the comedy Johnny Gobble does here. Now, listen. If you easily piss yourself from laughing so hard, you probably want to tune out, okay? This is like, I think we should get him a Netflix special, okay? This is his character called the Country Pimp. That's some yeast on them rolls? What the fuck was that? It's overcooked.
I need them.
That's what you call dagburn good eating right there, folks. Yeah, boy. That's some good stuff. Like I said, I'm a PIMP. Pimps do it right out here in the country, boys. That country fried stuff and all that stuff. We're back, guys. We're back. No matter if you hate on me or not, we're back. And we're coming in strong.
There you go. There you go. The comedy routine of Johnny Gobbler. That's right. God damn.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
God damn. It's a sad world. Sometimes people gotta get knocked the fuck out. I did want to let you guys know we have how should I put this? We've lost one of our own. We have lost one of our own. Today, I came in to check on the mushrooms. And they were looking good. Looking healthy. Everything was going great. I pulled the top off slowly. Set it over to the side. And I thought I saw something green. And I went and looked to see if it was green. It was like a bluish green. It was kind of up in the air. Was it bruising? Did I spray it or bump it too hard? Was this my fault? But the longer I sat there, the more I began to think, I don't know. I don't know if I did this. Was it an act of God? Was it something I did? Who's to blame anymore? So I took the entire thing, stroked it gently with a Q-tip to see if it was trichoderma. Green mold, some may call it. It wasn't. It was, who knows? I couldn't take the chance. I had to take the whole mushroom cake outside to the land beyond. Currently sitting down by the railroad tracks. Who knows what'll happen? I put it on a bare spot of dirt. Maybe it'll pull through and one day there'll be magic mushrooms all down the railroad tracks. But until then, we say goodbye to our friend, Mushroom Loaf #1. And we have to say hello now to Mushroom Loaf 2, 3, and 4. They are currently in the incubation stage. I used some fresh sterilized horse manure substrate. This is from one of my popcorn jars. Instead of colonizing the jar and having it on my desk like a desk plant, I put it in these tiny little bread pans. So hopefully if one of them takes off, I can bring it out, show it to you. We can all be together on this. Not a UV, it's an LED. Godspeed to Mushroom Loaf #1. I wish Laura McLaughlin was here. She always seems to find the right words about dogs. So there you go. I took a popcorn jar I had, and it was fully colonized, 100% colonized, looked strong. Looked like it was going good. It was actually the strongest one out of all of them because the other one's got some time. And what I was going to do is just put some vermiculite on top of it and see if I could sprout it on my desk, like a little desk plant.
I got a small dick, but wait till it get home. She gonna be like, damn, shit, my God.
Texas Glory Hole bought 2 6-packs in the arms of an angel. Rest in peace. I can't see that. I don't know. I put, it doesn't say here, where did you pay at? I don't know what you mean. Did you click a link or something? I don't know. You have to explain more. But anyways, it was the strongest colonized jar. So I had some, it's not called sterilized substrate. So I put it in with the popcorn, and I've got 3 of them going. I've got the humidifier going in there. The temperatures are right. The humidifier doesn't actually even need to be going right now. The grain spot's trying to inoculate. So hopefully what we'll see is some mushroom grain on top of this in a few days to a week or so. And then hopefully we can get it fruiting and get some mushrooms on this. And then because they're in the trays, as long as I wear my gloves and use some alcohol, I don't think I'm going to bring them all out. But maybe there's one tray that'll take off at least, and I can bring it out and show it around and do the thing. And we can check from there. I don't know. We'll have to see. Hopefully we get one of them to fruit. Hopefully. The other one, I don't know if it was. So what happened basically was it looked like it looked really good. The mycelium looked really good. And then like up on the back edge, the edge that I hadn't been taking pictures of, I really hadn't been paying that much attention to it. The back edge came up something that looked like really, 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 really thick mycelium. But it's trichoderma. It's green mold. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. Trichoderma, I think that's what it's. Trichoderma, I don't know. But it doesn't start out as green. It starts out as like super white. Let's see if I can find it. So that's already green. It starts off like super fucking white and thick as hell, like this. See how that could be confused with like really thick mycelium, especially if you're new like me. Like this is mycelium over here towards the chat. This is mold, and it just looks like really thick mycelium. So it's hard to see. And when I saw it, I don't even know if that's what it is. It might not even be mold, but I just thought it was better to get ahead of it rather than not. Yeah. So that's what we got so far. I don't know what else to do. So we'll see if we can get these to fruit, hopefully. They shouldn't be that far behind, especially with the temperature and humidity settings I've got now. So hopefully they'll fruit pretty quick. I don't know. Hopefully. We'll see. Let me grab this code right quick. 826-462. And get some mushrooms out of them. I'm trying. Tried to pay on Buy Me a Coffee. I was on Facebook. Well, Buy Me a Coffee is not a subscription here. That's a completely different website, but I'll look. That would be under memberships there. No, that's from 9 months ago. That wouldn't be you. No, it didn't go through on Buy Me a Coffee. The last one that went through on Buy Me a Coffee was somebody named Jason. And then somebody from 9 months ago bought a year membership. Somebody from a year ago bought a year membership. And 2 years ago bought a year membership. That's just like a donation that comes out every month for a year on Buy Me a Coffee. You don't actually get any benefits from it. It's just, it's automatically set up. I don't know how they automatically set it up when I set up donations there. In the arms of an angel, rip mushrooms. Fucking asshole from Derek. Merbird, get better soon. That was from Popper a few days ago. All right, thank you guys for joining us. I'm gonna go get something to eat and rest. See what I can do. Buy me a coffee. Some people's credit cards don't like buy me a coffee. I don't know why. But it'll decline it. You actually have an account, or you had a membership from a year ago. Let me see. The last membership that you had as Rochelle. Yeah, 1 year ago, there was a membership on October 25th, 2022. But that's the last one. Some credit cards don't like buy me a coffee. Some credit cards don't like any donation sites. Like, they just kick them back. It's just weird. But I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to go get something to eat. Put the mushrooms to bed, tuck them in, and hopefully we can do better rather than getting a fucking mold on them. I don't even know where it came from, but it was kind of, I think it might have been the same mold that was in the rice bags. I'm not using rice anymore. I'm using popcorn. So we'll see what happens. So thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't do anything that Kathy H would do. Don't be a sea hag. We'll see everybody on the next one. Rest in peace to Rhino. That sucks, but there's not much we can do about it now. I think they should have announced it. I think that was pretty fucked up not to announce it. And don't be Professor Dave. Put some nuance in it. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. But apparently we're fighting on Twitter. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see everybody on the next one. Have a good night.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them.
I've been so tired lately.
Forking balls. You don't have the balls.
That's right. Whoop whoop in the chat. Marry him.
Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set.
The mods know the name of the song. Ain't seen nothing yet by it was made for me. I don't think you're gonna find it anywhere.
Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip.
Jay Reese was a fan of the show. He made it for me.
Swinging fucking me.
It is on YouTube, but it's probably hard to look up.
Beating his chest like he's King Kong, starving for attention.
It's on my Rumble or something, isn't it? Where's it at? On my Odyssey, my Rumble, something.
Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers, cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped it to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine, with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Whoa, wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously. This is my mom's an alcoholic. Oh, give me a... Oh, my God. Damn it. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know...
I'll find a link to it.
You better buckle up, because you ain't seen none yet.
Have a good night, everybody. See you in the next one.
Some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage.
Jim. Too soon?
Because you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes Nino.